Welcome to DIY with Nancy. Today I'm going to share with you a recipe for rice and tuna balls. And this recipe was shown to me by my mother-in-law, and they're so good. They're crispy, perfect comfort food, and easy to make. So I have my water boiling for the rice, and I'm going to show you how to make rice and tuna balls step by step. The first step to making the rice and tuna balls is, of course, boil some rice. And I'm going to start off with placing 4 cups of water in a medium-sized saucepan. Now that I have the water in the saucepan, I'm going to turn the heat onto a medium heat and wait until the water comes to a boil. Once the water comes to a boil, you want to add some seasoning, and I'm going to start off with 1 teaspoon of salt. Now at this point, I'm ready to add the rice, and I'm using short grain rice. It's an Italian sticky rice, and I'm adding 2 cups. And I'm going to place that right into the boiling water. Now I'm just going to give it a quick stir before it starts boiling, and check on it frequently and stir it frequently so the rice doesn't stick to the bottom of the saucepan. The rice is all cooked. I'm just going to stir it, and I'm going to let it cool. It's just easier to handle when I'm making the rice balls. I don't want to burn my hands. Now I'm going to transfer the rice to a bowl and let it cool. You can even pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Okay, the rice has been cooling for about 30 minutes. I did place it in the refrigerator so it's easier to handle. And I'm going to start off by placing the balance of the ingredients. And I'm starting off with half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. And to that, I'm going to add half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Place that right in there. Next, I'm going to add some fresh chopped parsley. You can see I chopped it up. It's about half a cup. I'm going to add that in there as well. And next, I'm going to add half a cup of unseasoned breadcrumbs. That's going to make the rice balls come together nicely. And here I'm adding 14 ounces of tuna. It's a light tuna with the oil, and it's 2 cans I used. Each can is 7 ounces, so it's altogether 14 ounces. So we place that all into the mixture. Now I just want to show you the tuna that I used. It's a solid light tuna. Each can is 7 ounces, and I used 2 cans. And finally, the last ingredient, 2 eggs. I'm going to start off with breaking 1, adding that to the mixture, and then I'll break the other one. I just have this thing with breaking the eggs into the actual mixture. I don't want any shells in my mixture. And once you have the eggs in there, you're just going to stir to combine. Make sure the mixture is well combined. The rice, the tuna, the eggs, the breadcrumbs, all of that. It's so delicious. And once you have it all combined, at that point, you're going to do the final taste test for the seasoning to see if you need any more salt. Now I want to make sure I do the taste test before I fry the rice and tuna balls. So we're going to just give it a taste test, scoop some up. Okay, I need a little more salt. So I'm going to add about another half a teaspoon. And now I'm going to mix that together before I start forming my rice and tuna balls. Now I'm ready for the next step. I have here a baking tray with parchment paper. That's where I'm going to be placing the rice and tuna balls, or tuna and rice balls, once they're formed. And here I have 2 cups of unseasoned breadcrumbs, which are going to be rolling the rice and tuna balls in. And to the breadcrumbs, I'm going to add a half cup of fresh grated Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to place that in there. I'm going to give that a quick stir just to combine the grated Parmesan cheese as well as the breadcrumbs, which are unseasoned. And here I have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And this vegetable oil, I'm just going to use it to dab it on the center of my hands. So while I'm forming the rice and tuna balls, they don't stick. So I'm going to take a little bit of the oil, dab it into the center of my hand, mix them together, take some of the tuna and rice mixture, roll it together in your hands, form it as a ball, I would say the size of a golf ball. And now you're going to take your rice and tuna ball, place it into the breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese, have it nicely coated, roll it right in, try to keep in the mixture. And voila, it's that easy. Place it on the baking tray and on to the next one. Now I'm going to continue rolling the rice and tuna balls rolling them into the mixture of the breadcrumbs and the Parmesan cheese, and keep placing them onto the tray until they're all formed. This recipe makes about 32 rice and tuna balls, of course, depending how big or how small you roll them. Now we're ready to bring them on over to the stove and fry them up. Now for the last step, I have here some vegetable oil, which is nice and hot. I have a baking tray with some paper towel, and obviously I have the tuna and rice balls. So I'm going to place them right into the hot oil, and I'm going to fill it up. I would say about half of them. I don't want them overlapping each other. And I'm going to be frying them until they're nicely golden brown. And I have the heat on a medium to high heat. Okay, let's check on the tuna and rice balls. I've been frying them for about 4 to 5 minutes. They have a nice golden, crispy brown color. And I'm just going to place it onto the baking tray with the paper towel and get ready to fry up the next batch. Now it's time to show you what it looks like inside. It's crispy on the outside, still warm, perfect amount of rice and tuna on the inside. Absolutely delicious. And there you have it, everyone. Rice and tuna balls, or tuna and rice balls, whatever you want to call them. They're so delicious. Great for a comfort food, an appetizer. You can serve them warm or cold. They taste delicious either way. I hope you all enjoyed the recipe. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Take care.